Hi, this is Peter McLaughlin, and today's segment is called Help! I Can't Access My Past Lifetimes. So if you're here watching this, you're probably someone who has tried to do a past life regression audio, video, one of the things here on YouTube, maybe even mine, and not been able to successfully do the past life regression. So I'm here to give you some tips that may help you to break through whatever the obstacle is and get to that past lifetime. So the first thing is probably the most clear-cut, the simplest thing to talk about, and that is sometimes people fall asleep while they're trying to do a past life regression. If this has happened to you and you were lying down, I suggest you sit. If you were sitting in a comfortable chair, you might try sitting in a less comfortable chair, because if you fall asleep, obviously, it's not really going to happen. The next and probably most common thing that happens is that someone will attempt to do a past lifetime, and all that will happen is they'll just see dark. Everything is black. Now, one possibility with this, one of the things that I've discovered in the 12 years of doing this kind of work, is that a person can actually regress to a lifetime and to a time and place where it is dark. They could be in the middle of a forest at night. They could be in a dungeon. They could be in a room with no lights on and no ambient light coming in from the outside. So the first thing that you're going to want to check if this is occurring is see if you can determine with one of your other internal senses, other than sight, if you're standing, if you're sitting, if you're lying down. And if so, maybe you can have that inner sense of touch that you are standing on a hardwood floor, or that you're standing on grass, or you're standing on sand, or you're standing on brick or something else. If that's the case, if you can feel the floor, if you can feel the walls, you can kind of move your way around until you can encounter something else. This, in my experience, has often led people to successfully finding a past lifetime where they otherwise might have simply given up. The next thing is that a person can actually be trying too hard, and this may be the case for you. So if you try too hard to go to sleep, and we've all had this experience, we know that that experience of sleep is just going to elude us. In the same way, if you try too hard going into hypnosis, it's not going to happen. If you try too hard to access the information of a past lifetime, the things that you see, the things that you hear, the things that you feel, the things that you just know, then it's not going to happen either. It's almost like chasing fish, and they all just scatter when you try too hard. So really important, to the extent that you can, to just let go and allow the experience to be whatever it wants to be. And along with that, I would say to not deny or rule out anything that comes to you. The best example of this that I have from my work is one time a client saw her past lifetime entirely as a cartoon. I think the impulse or the instinct for us in this culture when that happens would be to just shut it down. It can't possibly be real because it's a cartoon. Well, we just trusted and we followed it. And at the end of this regression, I had her ask her spirit guide, why was the lifetime shown to her as a cartoon? And the answer was, because to show it to you in any more realistic form would have been too traumatic. And there we were, thinking perhaps at the beginning our knee-jerk reaction to just shut it off. So there may be things that are coming to you that you're seeing and thinking, this can't have anything to do with a past life regression, I'll just push it away. And as soon as you push something away, everything stops. So the simple rule, once again, is just allow, relax. Let anything that's coming to you, in whatever way it's coming, be that thing that you trust, and just follow it. At the end, you can decide what it all means to you, but in the moment, just allow yourself to have the experience, whatever the experience is. The other thing that can happen when a person sees all black, nothing's occurring, is it could be that part of their mind is attempting to protect them from having a memory that is traumatic. And so if this is the case, at least in one-on-one work, we would want to make sure that we eliminated that block first. One of the ways that I do it in session is with something called NLP parts therapy. NLP is neuro-linguistic programming, where you basically talk to the part that's blocking the experience and you help it feel comfortable, so then you free the person to move forward. I may do another video on this topic I don't want to get into that at the moment. The other thing that you can try is you can try to just keep doing it over and over again. I've had instances where a person had no experience the first time they listened to something. Second time, nothing. Third time, nothing. Fourth time, all of a sudden, bing, it breaks through. So that could be construed as almost like trying to learn to ride a bicycle or anything else we do in this life. And like riding a bicycle, there are some people that on the first shot, boom, they're up and running. There are other people that it could take them a month to learn to ride a bike, and everyone's somewhere in the middle. And the key here is that as long as you trust yourself, that you will get to that place. You'll allow yourself to be persistent. You'll allow yourself to relax into the experience, and as I said before, it will happen more readily for you then. So if anyone has any questions or any comments, please put them in the comments section, because this will give me ideas for other videos. It will also, I'm sure, bring up things that I forgot to include in this one, and I can make a second one that covers those points. So good luck to you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.